Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Thursday, June 29th, 2023. Today I'm doing a prior to ship video source inspection of a Sitek 880S upgraded with the state-of-the-art slick device controllers. This video will be put on our YouTube channel, so we do not give out the customer's name. However, I'll give you the last 5 numbers of their PO number. It's 37353. This system is going to be shipped to a fab in the United States. The customer has elected for 2 of the most standard options. One is the anti-static probes, I see them there. 2 is the water recirculation option, I see that in the back. On the back of the tool we have a serial tag. It is SRD number 01557, manufactured 6/23, 6 obviously is June 2023. This system is set up to accept the Integris PA, which is blue poly, A194 60 MB cassettes with brand new rotors that it runs very, very, very smooth. Because it's kind of boring watching the video, I'll go ahead and start the tool, that I can talk about our remanufacturing process and our support process specifically on the this type tool. So we have a traditional process, 30-second rinse, 10-second purge, 90-second dry 1, 210-second dry 2. I'll review those steps after I start the process. Simply load, make sure the cassette's in. Make sure the cassette's in. Okay, so the process works is you have your rinse. It can be anywhere from 0, well, it's 1 second. You really can't do a 0 rinse, I would say. You can if you want, if you do not want to rinse. All the way up to as long as you want. The second step is a purge. What that does, it blows the water out of the DI nozzle so they don't drip back into the process bowl in the dry. The next step is what we call dry 1. It's a traditional high RPM, shorter duration to sling the water off of the wafer cassette and rotor. And we just now went into purge. Then we have dry 2, which is the traditional long dry cycle, which you use hot nitrogen, centrifugal force, low RPM, and heater blankets to dry the whole chamber and the wafers and the cassette. So right now we're in dry 1, 1800 RPM. That's a standard process speed. This is very smooth. Don't even feel any vibration. It's excellent. In our slick device controller, green means it's on, so we have the N2 valve on, low pressure purge is on, N2 heater's on, and bowl heater's on. You'll notice that one thing that's not on is the anti-static. That only comes on in the dry 2 process. The anti-static is used to help destaticize the chamber and for the substrates. Imagine simplistic terms, if you have a balloon, you rub it on your hair because it's plastic, it builds a static charge, right? Same thing if you're spinning plastic, Teflon or plastics or poly at high RPM, you're going to generate a static charge. That will draw particles toward the cassette and wafers. This helps destaticize that. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll talk about our manufacturing process. We're pretty busy here in the final test, and I'll show you that in a second. So when a system is ordered from us, there's a job folder generated. It's given to the manufacturing manager to be assigned for build. Once we start the build, we go ahead and pull all the parts needed. We build the head assemblies up as a single head assembly, not in a configuration like this. In dry test, we have a QC process there by other technicians. If it passes QC, it then comes into final test like this. This is an example of a single head. This happens to be a 6-inch unit with a 4-inch rotor. And it's hooked up to our DI system. It goes through all the valves, making sure they work right. There's no leaks. We run it through multiple processes. Once it's done here, it has another QC, and it's ran approximately 50 times. Once that's done, it goes into its configuration. In this case, this is an 8-inch system. Even though it's a 6-inch cassette, it can handle low-profile 8-inch wafers. And we put them in its poly, the double stack. We bring in the servo amps. We install the slick device controllers, the light indicators, and so forth. Talking about being a little bit busy, we also offer customer refurbished tools. Here's a customer that sent us a traditional older ST860. It's gone out through a refurb program. Here's another system. This is this is also a 200 millimeter system. It currently has just a 150 millimeter cassette. This actually can run up to 300 millimeter if you buy one of the specially designed Sitek cassettes. So you can see we always have 3 or 4 systems all the time going through final test. in our facility. So once it's the double stack configuration is debugged, ran for its 50 process runs, all the appropriate labeling is put on, all the safety warnings on the tool. Unlike some companies, at the old semi-tool systems used to not mark their parts and made it very difficult on your ACR valves, your heater blankets, different parts because you didn't know what the part number was. You had to try to go through the manual and try to look it up and figure it out. At Sitek, basically any part we put a Sitek description and part number on it. You can look at the motor, you can look at the servo amp, you can look at the ACR valves, you can look at the rotor stop positioners. They all have Sitek part numbers, and you can go right to our website, look at those part numbers, see the picture, see it matches what you're trying to buy, and just contact sales to buy that spare part. At Sitek, we also offer a full range of repairs. In the S model, we do servo amp repairs, brushless motor repairs, the traditional semi-tool 101, 102 controller repairs. Basically, anything and everything on this system we can supply and keep running for you. We have about a minute and a half left. So, at our website, it's sitekprocess.com. On the left side, you'll see buttons. The first 6 buttons are all spin rinse dry related. The S model, as in Sam. The F model is in Frank. Looks just like this, but uses a different motor. The traditional ST unit, like this. The next 3 buttons are all the spare parts. And again, we have pictures of the spare parts that we support all versions of those. After that, we also have a button for the Vertec. Sitek purchased the Vertec product line approximately 3 years ago. We are now the OEM. We own the Vertec technology. So we do control repairs, customer rebuilds, spare parts support, etc. on the Vertec spin rinse dryers. I'll go ahead and stop talking about our service now. We have 30 seconds left. At the end of the process, the RSP, or known as rotor stop positioner, it will fire. It'll actually make contact with the cam assembly. It finds a specific spot we call home position. It'll upright the cassette to straight up. We call it 12 o'clock. Once the RPM hits 0, I'll hear the door release. You probably won't. It's locked now. I can clear it to take out the cassette. Okay, the top one is spinning down, and the bottom one should be spinning down. There we go. I heard the rotor stop positioner fire. Okay, I heard the door release just now. So, green means you're running the process still. Blue means the process is over. Please open the door and take out your substrates. You can either clear this by hitting OK. You can hear clear here, or simply open the door. You'll see the top controller clear. There you go. Feel for hot end too. Don't want to burn my hand. Okay, these wafers look good, nice and warm, nice and dry. Let's look at the bottom one. It feels good. Alrighty, nice and dry. One of the nice things about, and amber or yellow means you're ready to start another process. One of the nice things that we have in our Slick Device Controller, it's built in at no charge. It's the N2 Saver button right here. On that N2 Saver, you can have a pre-programmed time after the process is over. While the wafers are still in there, you'll stay under an N2 purge. Once you open the door to remove the wafers, the timer starts. In this case, we have after 20 seconds, the LPP N2 Saver will turn on. That turns off about 75 to 80%, depending on your SRD, of the nitrogen, so you're not being wasted. We also offer a valve upgrade that'll take 100% of your nitrogen down to 0 until the next process run. It's a way, this controller by itself could save thousands of dollars per year in nitrogen for each head assembly. Let me go ahead and get back here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so trying to follow up on our, actually, let me try something here. Let's see, process is over, that's why, let's go. I'm going to turn the N2 Saver on. It's off right now. You have the choice to turn it on or off. I want to show you, you'll see it pop up in a second. So on the spin rinse dryers, we offer a full line of the semi-tool SF and ST, and also the new Vertec product line. For wet processing, we have 2 main other product categories. We are the #1 supplier of the HTC cassette and box wash to the United States. The OEM no longer supports that. We offer controllers, heating systems, the spray nozzles, the spray arms, the hub assemblies. sensors. So we can supply pretty much all the parts needed to keep that box washer and cassette washer working. We actually now are doing quite a bit of on-site services for customers. We do a mini refurb at their system to kind of upgrade it and get rid of all the old parts. The third product line that falls into wet processing is the mask and wafer scrubbers. That would be Ultra T, Ultratech, K&S, etc. That's single wafer processing, high pressure brush, or high pressure scrub. We also have quite a lot of those in our inventory, and we have spare parts. Okay, you notice here, N2 saver activated. When that drop down happened, that means now 70% of that N2 is now purging in here. Watch when I open the door. It'll turn it off, and it'll restart the clock on you. Okay, so other parts that Sitek supplies, we do quite a lot of photolithography, photoresist pumps. We have customers send us all the time their Cyborg millipore IDI pumps to do repairs on. We do full pump packages with controllers. We also do metrology tools, the KLA, the 10-core, nanometrics, lipsometry equipment. And we have a warehouse of probably over 5,000 cassettes in stock. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 8-inch cassettes from fabs that have resized up or for other reasons did not need their cassettes anymore. So we have a wide variety of cassettes we have to sell. So if you go to our website at sitekprocess.com, the top left has a search function bar. You can put in nanometrics, you can do SRD, but 870S, whatever you want, and you'll be able to see the products we sell. Any page you go to has a contact sales button. You click that, you put a couple pieces of information. Our sales department gets an email. They'll immediately get back to you and help you on the quote. Again, my name is Jim Mullany. Today is Thursday, June 29, 2023. I hope everyone has a nice summer. Thank you.